When we think of science, we think of the scholarly and objective pursuit of factual knowledge. However, many scientific concepts had their inception in, and still contain the vestiges of, mythology, mysticism, metaphysics, and occult ideologies. Even the Royal Society, a learned academy for science which serves as a scientific advisor to the British government, and funds research fellowships and scientific companies, began as the Invisible College of the Rosicrucian Occult Metaphysical Fraternity. The word worship means the act of reverencing or showing respect and love to a god by performing rites such as providing offerings to the god, or by praying and calling on the god's name. The following is a list of gods and characters from mythology which are currently worshipped by modern scientists and scholars. Number 10. Thesis. In Greek mythology, Thesis was a primordial goddess of creation, and is thought to be the child of the primordial deity Chaos. It is believed that Thesis helped create the world Gaia. Thesis is sometimes identified with Physis. In modern scholarship and science, thesis is the name used for the presentation of an author's research, findings, or proposition to be discussed or proven. All scientists and scholars are required to submit a formal written thesis in support of candidature for an academic degree from a university or professional qualification. Thesis's alternate identity physis is the origin of the scientific word physics. Number 9. Thea. In Greek mythology, Thea was the Titan goddess of light, vision, and divine perspective. In modern science, Thea's name is the origin of the word theory, an idea or set of ideas that are intended to explain facts or events. In modern mathematics, Thea's name is also the origin of the word theorem, a formula or statement that can be proven from other formulas or statements. All modern scientists and mathematicians routinely worship and call on Thea by using the words theory and theorem. Number 8. Kronos. In Greek mythology, Kronos was the leader and the youngest of the first generation of Titans, and was the personified god of time. Kronos helped to form the ordered universe of earth, sea, and sky. The name Kronos is the origin of the word chronology, which is used by modern historians and scholars to denote the order in which a series of events happened. Kronos is worshipped in the field of chronology, the science and study of measuring time, and in the field of archaeology, the scientific study of the past, which comes from the muse of origins in Greek mythology named Arche. Number 7. Helios. In Greek mythology, Helios was the personified god of the sun. The name Helios is worshipped in modern science as the origin of the word helium, the second chemical element on the periodic table. The name Helios is the origin of the word heliocentric used in astronomy to relate to the sun as the center of the solar system. Helios is also the origin of the astronomical terms aphelion referring to the point farthest from a sun, and perihelion referring to the point closest to a sun. Number 6. Psyche. In Greek mythology, Psyche was the name of a character who overcame obstacles to win the love and marriage of the Greek god of desire named Cupid. In modern science, psyche is a word used to refer to the mentality of a person, and psyche is the origin of the word psychology, the scientific study of the mind and behavior. Number 5. Gaia. In Greek mythology, Gaia was the personified primordial goddess of the earth. In Greek mythology, Gaia was considered the great mother of all, creator and giver of birth to the earth, the universe, the heavenly gods, and the Titans. In the Roman pantheon, the equivalent to Gaia was named Terra. The name of Gaia is worshipped in modern science and mathematics as the origin of the words geometry, geology, and geography. Number 4. Asteria. In Greek mythology, Asteria was the goddess of falling stars, nocturnal oracles, and the daughter of the Titans Coeus and Phoebe. Modern scientists worship the name of Asteria in the words astronaut, astrophysics, and astrology. Within the field of astrology, the study of the stars and celestial bodies, there are countless references to gods from Greek and Roman mythology, including the names of constellations, and the names of the planets Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Number 3. Nemesis. In Greek mythology, Nemesis, also called the goddess of Rhamnus, was the goddess of divine retribution against those who succumb to hubris and arrogance. Nemesis is worshipped by modern mathematicians because the name Nemesis is related to the Greek word mnemein, meaning to give what is due, which is the etymological origin of the words number and arithmetic. Number 2. Hydros. In Greek mythology, Hydros was one of the first primordial gods to emerge along with Thesis as a child of chaos. Modern scientists worship the name of Hydros in the word hydrogen, the first chemical element on the periodic table. The name of Hydros is also the origin of the scientific terms hydraulics, hydrothermal, hydrotherapy, hydrodynamic, hydropower, hydrolysis, hydroponics, and hydroelectric. And Number 1. Electra. In Greek mythology, Electra was the daughter of King Agamemnon, and a princess of Argos. Electra plotted with her brother to kill her mother and stepfather as revenge for the murder of their father Agamemnon. Electra's name appears in the scientific field of psychology as Electra complex, the psychological competition of a girl child with her mother for the attention and affection of her father. The name Electra shares etymological origins with the scientific word electron, the fundamental subatomic negative charge carrying particle. The name Electra is worshipped in the scientific terms electrolysis, electricity, and electronics, which dominate and define the modern world. Paying an electric bill is like paying a tithe, or monetary offering, to Electra. With recognition that the god Jesus came from the African Egyptian god Horus, and that much of Greek philosophy was influenced by African Egyptian culture, then African Egyptian gods can be worshipped by replacing the names of the Greek mythological characters used as scientific, mathematic, and scholastic terms with the names of African Egyptian gods. We can replace all scientific and scholastic uses of Thesis, the Greek goddess child of chaos, with the name of the African Egyptian goddess of order named Ma'at. We can replace all scientific, mathematic, and scholastic references to Thea, the Greek goddess of divine perspective, with the name of the African Egyptian goddess Wajet, the Eye of Horus, or divine perspective. We can replace all scientific and scholastic references to Kronos, the Greek god of time, with the name of the African Egyptian god of time named Jehudi. We can replace all scientific references to Helios, the Greek god of the sun, with the name of the African Egyptian god of the sun named Re. We can replace all scientific references to the Greek mythological character of Psyche, with the name of the African Egyptian concept of the soul and personality called the Ba bird. We can replace all scientific and mathematic references to the Greek goddess of the earth named Gaia, with the name of the African Egyptian god of the earth named Geb. We can replace all scientific references to the Greek god of the stars named Asteria, with the name of the African Egyptian goddess of the starry sky named Nut. We can replace all scientific and mathematic references to the Greek goddess Nemesis, with the name of the African Egyptian goddess of mathematics named Seshat. We can replace all scientific references to the Greek god of water named Hydros, with the name of the African Egyptian god of water named Nun. And we can replace all scientific references to the Greek mythological character of Electra, with the name of the African Egyptian subatomic god of creation named Ptah.